This is the #1 aspect of the game that I wish someone had told me about when I first started playing. Today we're going to talk about mutations. Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to Barb's Vault. Today in the Vault we're going to be discussing mutations, where to get them, why I should use them, and how to use them the most effectively. First things first, we're going to go ahead and open up our Pip-Boy. I'm going to show you all the mutations I use. Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Grounded, Healing Factor, Herbivore, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, and Speed Demon. So as you can see here, there are technically downsides to all of these mutations. I'm going to go ahead and focus in on one, Egghead, my absolute favorite mutation. Strength -1, Endurance -1, Intelligence +6. So these downsides would be much worse if I was not using this specific card. Going into our special here, going to go ahead and go over to Luck, Class Freak. The negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. So this is going to make it way more efficient to actually use these cards, and you're not going to have to worry too much about the downsides because a lot of your armor and stuff like that is going to just boost up your stats. Me, for example, I'm using Unyielding, so all of my stats are just absolutely ridiculous anyway, so not much of a concern for me. So next up is Starch Genes. You will never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never cure your mutations. So these are two really big things. One of two things can happen. You can actually take a Radaway and it'll delete one of your mutations, or you'll mutate from radiation and it'll completely negate a very, very important perk to the mutations. Bringing back up my mutations here, you can see I have Herbivore. Eat veggies but not meat with no disease and get 2 times the benefits. So as you guys know, I love using Brain Bombs and Cranberry Relish to just grind out XP at West Tech. If I randomly mutated from being irradiated and I got Carnivore, those would just be negating one another. So there's no point having both of those, it's just going to ruin your experience. So that's the reason why Starch Genes is so important. Because like I said, you can just be wandering the wasteland, you're going, you're doing an event, you randomly get irradiated, and boom, you get Carnivore, and boom, you get Herbivore. All it's doing is damage to your body. They just make the game typically more fun. I mean, look at me, I'm sprinting like Usain Bolt here. Taking over that whole jump in one go. But next we're going to be talking about Healing Factor. And the reason why I'm pointing out this one specifically is because apparently, I found this on Reddit, it's severely glitched. So I'll try to go fast travel somewhere and have to click on it 2 or 3 times before it'll actually take, but it can be annoying to constantly have to be wasting time clicking over and over and over again on a location to actually fast travel. So outside of Herbivore and Carnivore, really you can get all of these at one time and you don't need to worry about it too much. So those are the only 2 that will actually negate one another. Okay, so now how do we actually get these? So, if you've completed the Enclave storyline, you can go to the White Spring Bunker. Once you complete the storyline, you're going to have access to this little ID card reader. Mosey on in. Go and activate the vault door. The one thing to remember about the White Spring Bunker is that it's about as easy to navigate as the Paris Catacombs. So let's say you just watched this video for the first time and you're like, oh crap, I can go to the White Spring Bunker and actually get these mutations. You're going to be looking for these signs. We're going to be going to the Science Wing. Head down the stairs. Still looking. Head straight. Communications, Production, Science Wing. What's up, Modus? How you doing? Don't worry about him. Just another one of the examples of the Enclave using another AI generator president. Then going over here, we're going to see these little dudes. So this is actually the reason why I recommend you don't buy these from the White Spring Bunker, because you can buy the recipes for them to actually make them, but they are insanely priced. 17,900 caps. Keep in mind, the cap limit for the game is 40,000 caps. So if you got all the way to 40,000 and you had a couple things you had your eye on, this is going to take you several times over to grind out those caps to actually be able to afford these. Some of these you can actually buy straight from the vendor, so you can get these on a rotated list. You have the Chameleon Serum right here. That's 3,580 caps. Again, a little bit ridiculous. So we're going to go ahead and circumnavigate all of that. And just keep in mind, a lot of people have been playing this game since the launch. So there are a lot of veteran players who have just bought everything. So a lot of them have just bought the recipes outright, and they're just producing them to sell them in their item shop. So as you can see here, I've just traveled to a random player's vendor, searched through their list, found some of the serums that I actually wanted, just buy them from them. They usually go anywhere between $250 to around $500. I've never seen people really charging more than that for them because, you know, great community and all that stuff. So when I first started playing the game, I didn't think there was really any reason for me to use the mutations, and it wasn't until one of my buddies had pointed out that there's really no downsides to using them if you have the right cards. So these are one of the things that I wish that I had known about way sooner in the game, and hopefully this video actually showed you a few things so you can actually go out and get them yourselves. So like I was saying, maybe worry about getting these mutations around level 55, level 60, that way you have access to all the perk cards that you're going to need to actually use them most effectively. I wish that I knew about this a lot sooner. I didn't know about it until I was around to level 100, when one of my buddies had pointed out, hey, these mutations, you can mitigate a lot of the downsides to them if you're using these perk cards. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out to everyone who's subscribed, who's liked the videos, who have commented. It's been an incredible response, and I just absolutely love this community. And as I always say, I'm 300 hours into the game, but I don't know everything. So make sure you go down in the comments below, you check out what people are saying, because there are a lot of veteran players out there who have a lot of knowledge, and they're going to be willing to help you out. And don't be afraid to ask questions. So until next time, I love you, I appreciate you, and we'll see you again here in Barb's Vault.